right in the middle of that because David is estimated to be about 61 to 62 years of age when Absalom rebelled against him. He died at age 70. Okay. So, which would mean this would put him right in the midst of this running from Absalom. And while David took off running, David left 10 of his women behind.
Yeah.
Well, those 10, Absalom, he had pitched a tent on top of his house,
Yep.
and all of Israel saw him going unto every. In other words, he slept with all of his dad's women,
Yep.
with the exception of 2 or 3. I mean, how embarrassing that would be, you
Yep.
know. So you got that, and then eventually Absalom is killed. But remember, I don't you probably don't recall this, but he had about 20 to 25,000 men who went with him. I'm talking about David. Absalom, the Bible says all of the men of Israel turned to Absalom.
Right.
So, which will mean David's men were outnumbered. But when they battled Absalom and his men, they had killed off 20,000 right on the top, and they took off running. And they found out that Absalom was caught in a thicket. You know, the limb went straight because he had some pretty thick, long hair. So he was caught in danger. And but David told his 3 men, he had divided the 25,000 men into 3 groups. One group he put Joab over, another group he put Abishai, if I'm pronouncing his name right, he put him over a group, and Ittai, he put him over another group. But he says, deal gently with the young man, don't kill him. I mean, it's what it is. And so I'll bring up more of that as we read. But right here in those first 4 verses, that's just to give you a context. If you look at the wording here, this was clearly David. It says, God, you are my rock, you are my fortress. I put my trust in you. When you look up the word trust, it means literally to take refuge in. So think about it. When you in tough situations or even dangerous situations, and you pray and say, God, I'm trusting you to get me through this, literally what you have done, you've taken up refuge in the Lord. The same way David did when he was on the run. David didn't have no permanent safe place to run to. So he was on the run all the time. And here he is in a very similar situation, running from his own son. And he says, God, I'm taking up refuge in you, and I'm trusting that you are going to keep me safe in all of this. And look at the words in verse number